absolutely seals it in splendid fashion.
A fitting way to crown the new champions.
It comes for Cantona! I don't believe it! You just couldn't write this script. The Premier club in the Premier League, that is Manchester United. And Eric Cantona is the king recrowned.
It's written in the sky, it's written in the heavens. It must be true.
Sit back and enjoy it, Mr. Ferguson. You've earned it.
Busiest summer sales pre-season were at Manchester United, with the rest of the Premiership screaming bye, bye, bye. Alex Ferguson offloaded 3 folk heroes in a great giveaway they said would never pay off. There was more concern over the future of Eric Cantona. In early August, doubts and controversy surrounded Old Trafford. Some even questioned the manager's judgment. But what we didn't know, and what Alex Ferguson quite clearly did, was that at Manchester, the kids were most definitely united. The rich talent nurtured at youth level had suddenly come of age. Not since the Busby Babes had a group of youngsters made such an immediate impact and fired the public's imagination. Fergie's fledglings had matured and United were flying. Relative unknowns in August, household names in May, boys turning into men, growing together within the framework of a successful side, galvanised by one man, the player of the season, Eric Cantona.
Credit to their temperament and their character, and resilience and the stamina and the ability. A lot of things have gone on that's made them this way, and I think that we can be proud of them, really, very, very proud of them. And they've kept it going all year.
I think we've gone into the team without making an awful lot of difference to the side. I mean, there was some departures last summer and people talked as though, we would really be, affecting the team in a bad way, but I think we've gone in there and not affected it too badly, and we're changing for honours again.
It was injury as much as anything else that had forced Fergie's hand at Villa Park. Giggs, Cole and Bruce amongst the casualties. Not an ideal situation for the season's dawn, and in the first half, United suffered in the sun.
Dwight has been busy in this first quarter of an hour. And the nice ball back to him from Townsend. That came off the forehead of Neville. Villa still have it. Here's Charles, just drilled it in. Taylor scores. Well, nicely done by Keane. Now, can he deliver a good cross? Little Alan Wright took it off him. And he's found Draper, who's found Dwight Yorke, and United are backpedaling. Still Dwight Yorke, Milosevic, Draper, it's 2-0. Here's Draper, that's for Milosevic over the top, Parker's in. Penalty's given. But it's Dwight Yorke who's placed the ball on the spot, looking for Villa's third, and we've played just over 35 minutes. but there are real worries for Alex Ferguson. And look at Brian Kidd alongside him. Already the chin's in the hands and the expression is very downcast.
Written off after just 90 minutes.
There was a lot of critics after that game saying you never win the league with kids in the side, and I think that's been our burning ambition this season, to prove them people wrong.
Andy Cole could at least summon a smile, fit enough for the bench for the first home game with West Ham. Steve Bruce too back at the heart of the defence as the team took on a more familiar look.
Cross from Beckham. Breaker away. Sharp down. This is Irwin. And now Scholes. Here goes Irwin again. Poor challenged by Reaper. Still Irwin's now still. Normal service is resumed at last. A goal for Manchester United from Paul Scholes, with less than 5 minutes to the second half gone. Bishop to Moncur. A little bit of space here for Allen. Didn't really make the most of it. Might get another chance. Moncur. Oh, across dangerously. Bruce tried to turn it away, and it's gone in for an own goal. And West Ham United are level. The Manchester United lead lasted barely 5 minutes. Nicely struck pass for Scholes. Neville making the overlapping run. Beckham. But into Sharp. It'll come for Keane. Manchester United back in front through Roy Keane. A roar of relief as much as anything inside Old Trafford.
May only be Wimbledon, but certainly the Old Trafford crowd are getting behind the teams. And a real atmosphere inside the ground. This is Roy Keane. Scholes quickens up the pace. Keane again. Lovely finish from Roy Keane. Roy Keane takes the tributes, but that really was an excellently worked team goal. Cole, twisting and turning, he deserves a goal, he's got one! Not before time. Andy Cole in for the first start of the season, and he's really looking sharp. You can never discount Wimbledon, even when they're 2 down. This is a lovely little move. Kimball's cross. And Earl scores! Wimbledon are back in it. It's 2-1. They're beginning to spread a little as Wimbledon go for the equaliser. But this is Ryan Giggs looking for United's third. Now Lee Sharp. Sharp's grass cutter! And it's Roy Keane who makes hay.
Perhaps most importantly early season, Ryan Giggs back to something like full fitness, careful nurturing during the summer, and some gentle testimonial run-outs had done the trick, so that when United travelled up the road to the champions Blackburn, Ryan was able to take his place amongst the substitutes.
We recovered with the 2 results against West Ham and Wimbledon, and going to Blackburn is always a tough game, but I felt pretty confident. They were starting to shape well, the team. They were full of enthusiasm, the team spirit was terrific, and of course on the night at Blackburn we produced a marvellous performance of really first class football.
Pearce and Sharp went for the same ball. Paul collects in the end. Here's Scholes. Sharp. Scholes. And Cole is onside. And he's got there ahead of the goalkeeper. Andy Cole has almost done it, but a great saving challenge from Colin Hendry right on the line. Manchester United youngsters having settled down well during the first 45 minutes. There's one of them. but finding another Scholes, and here's Andy Cole. Nicky Butt. Oh, good save by Flowers. Cole was in there, and Scholes almost got him in from the angle. Cleared up the line by Butt. Lee Sharp. What an amazing sequence. Tim Flowers thought that he'd kept out everything that could be struck at him, but Lee Sharp was quickest to react in the end, and Manchester United, after half a minute of the second half, are ahead.
And what an amazing start to the second half. The ball takes so many twists in the box. Flowers thinks he's made a great save. Second save from Cole. Scholes thinks he's scored. It's Berg off the line. Just as they think they've thwarted the danger, it's Sharp on hand to stick it in the back of the net.
Ripley with a kick. Lucy header up into the air. That's Shearer. Now Hendry looking for it. Shearer! Shearer scores his third goal of the season, and he couldn't be any happier, and neither could the Blackburn fans.
And this time Pallister is going forward for a long throw. No, he's not. He was ready to go, and Irwin sends him back.
Neville takes the throw. Keane. Butt. Sharp. Nicky Butt. It just won't.
Beckham. He's on the half turn here, but he knows exactly where the goal is. Curls it inside the far post.
A tremendous reception for a tremendous performance. The champions toppled in their own backyard. More importantly, United had announced to the rest of the Premiership that they were back in business. The only disappointment on an otherwise brilliant evening, the dismissal of Roy Keane, a second bookable offence for allegedly diving over Colin Hendry's challenge. Keane disagreed, but the referee was in no mood to change his mind. The journalists had changed theirs, though, from disaster to triumph in just 4 games. It may be a funny old game. It most certainly is a fickle one.
You scored some vital goals this year, haven't you? Has that always been a part of your play?
No, to be honest, I've scored the odd goal here and there, but most of my goals for the first team have been quite important, as you said. You know, like Blackburn, the winner, and Chelsea. Like both Chelseas, at Old Trafford and at Villa Park. So I'm really pleased to just score, to be honest, but to get some important goals like that.
Gary, David is the man of the match. I wonder if you could give him the Carling man of the match champagne.
Congratulations, man. Don't know if I can drink it or not, but well done anyway.
Hang on, you better give it over this. Gary Pallister is the man of the match.
It was all about Andrei Kanchelskis as United travelled to Merseyside. A fairly public feud with the club during the summer had seen the Ukrainian leave under something of a cloud.
No one can quite understand that one, no matter what way you look at it. And I think people will say to themselves, well, OK, you've had an argument with the manager, but dear me, to get into those histrionics, it makes you wonder what's going on,
He had an argument. Was it such an irreversible argument?
I don't think so, not at all. It was anything to do with that, personally. I think we all know that. But the best thing to do in these situations is get it done and get it out of the road. Get the players you want, and the players at the club who want to play for the club, who want to be United players. No point in trying to twist people's arm to stay. We tried that with Andrew for a spell and it didn't work.
The reunion wasn't a happy one for Kanchelskis. With just 12 minutes gone, he dislocated a shoulder, tumbling in a rather innocuous-looking challenge with Lee Sharp. No blame attached to the United left winger in any way, just one of those things. Lee just had to get on with his own game.
Scholes. Hoping to do rather better than Mark Hughes was able to do in the cup final against Dave Watson. Beckham's cross, and the opening score. Lee Sharp. They got outnumbered, and he just had to apply the finish. It was a really good ball through to Beckham. Good cross, missed the man in the middle, but nobody was watching Sharp. Bruce. Lindstrom coming in from behind him. And Limpar makes it one apiece. Unsworth only to Cole. Sit back when he shouldn't have. And Sharp scores his second of the match and puts United in front for the second time. Limpar will have to get round Steve Bruce. Schmeichel happy, you can see. Was he? Yes! Ball right out. Well seized by Beckham, Giggs to the right. I tell you what, that's a wonderful finish from a player who hasn't been on very long, has seen very little of the ball, and the pass made by Beckham was just slightly behind him. Mistake by Parkinson, Everton in trouble, Beckham with the break, the pull across, and Giggs finishing with real class.
The Russian connection continued for United on their first European excursion of the season to Volgograd and UEFA Cup first leg. Once again, the youngsters acquitted themselves well, but it was a night of missed opportunities, opportunities that would later cost them in the overall tie. Back home, and another sparkling debut for another sparkling 19-year-old, right winger Terry Cook.
I just knew I was going to enjoy it and go out there and just have, because it could have been my last chance. Might not play for the first team again, I just knew it.
Centre-backs join the attack for Bolton, all three of them. Schmeichel comes and catches confidently, looking for Giggs. He's all alone up front, but he releases it anyway to Beckham. Great ball from Beckham. Giggs takes that beautifully on his chest. Now into his stride, teases Phillips, puts in a good cross, great save, and it's a goal! Paul Scholes, the scorer, Ryan Giggs, the creator. Ryan Giggs making his first start to April is in scintillating form, twisting Phillips all over, beautiful cross. Rannigan stopped the own goal, but he couldn't stop Scholes. And Manchester United lead 1-0. Scholes. Cook. Full of back heels. There he goes again. Cooks inside the Manchester United defence, he's looking for Giggs. Oh, he scored! Ryan Giggs the scorer. But he owes everything to the man with the tricks on the other wing, little Terry Cook. He started the move, a little back flip Cook then. He beat the Bolton defence for pace. Wonderful cross. It was a stretch for Giggs, but it was well worth it. It's 2-0 to Manchester United. We're into the final 5 minutes of play. Behind you is the cry. Patterson didn't hear. Ryan Giggs nips in. Now Beckham. Beckham looking and finding Giggs. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful! That was a class goal. Beckham, Giggs and Scholes. The kids are united.
A performance full of youthful exuberance and 2 goals for local boy Paul Scholes, who lets his feet do the talking for him. How he was developing in the absence of Mark Hughes, and at that point Eric Cantona too.
I suppose at most clubs, a player of your ability and the other young lads here, you'd be automatic choices, wouldn't you? You've got to wait here, haven't you?
Yeah, well, I'd wait as long as it takes here. As long as I can get in the first team, that's how long I'll wait here. It's a big club and probably the biggest club in Europe, so you have to wait your chance and hopefully take it.
Barnes with a shot takes a deflection. Oh, dear me! Wrong-footed Kevin Pilkington. And York City have taken the lead at Old Trafford. Let's go up. Asking for offside. He wasn't, and that's got to be a penalty. Well, it's got to be a sending off, unfortunately, I think, for Pat McGibbon. I don't think there's any other alternative for the referee. He's looking for a second goal, Barnes. He's got it, and he can feel the tremor around Great Britain. Pepper's cross. Easy for Bulkin. He's not, he's lost it! Oh, my word, it's 3-0. Be anybody other than Waddle. Yes, it's Pembridge, and it's deflected, and it's hit the bar. Oh! And over the bar by Pearce. Pallister losing out. It's David Hurst. De Greiser to his left. Mark De Greiser. Oh, good stop by Schmeichel. Pembridge maybe. Still a chance. Oh, Harry, that's stay out. Steve Bruce had a look at it and then took his head out of the firing line.
The manager appeared somewhat disgruntled, yet much more relaxed for the return with Volgograd at Old Trafford. Already a true sense of expectation in the crowd, with the knowledge that Eric Cantona was just one game away from availability. For the second leg, Andy Cole was back in the attack, but the failure to score an away goal in Russia proved to be the...
Donetsk, who played in the same team in the Ukraine, Donetsk, as Andrei Kanchelskis. There's no flag. Zernov, Niedergaus, and Manchester United look at the linesman, look at themselves. There's Bruce making a mistake, and United are caught out again. Peretenikov. 2-0. That's what he can do. Shot aside by King. Nothing wrong with that challenge. On the right is Scholes. Giggs herring through the centre. Cole coming in from a deeper position. This is Ryan Giggs. Now Andy Cole. Goggins push it out. Scholes! Well, that's one back. Let's watch Peter Schmeichel. Here he comes.
Well, he's 6'3". He showed against Blackburn, was it last season, season before?
Schmeichel! He's claimed the goal! Peter Schmeichel has given Manchester United a most amazing lifeline here.
Well, fourth corner he's stayed up for. He's 6'3". I'll tell you what, that Lofthouse would have been proud of that.
Not enough to prevent European exit, but good enough to stop United from being beaten at home for the first time in European competition. What a keeper, what a competitor, and what a presence to have in the side in both penalty areas.
It was good fun to score a goal, and score a goal in that kind of game and not on a penalty. But it was a very sad occasion, because we were out of Europe. I would have preferred it to be the winning goal, 3-2 goal. It would have made it more special.
Only when you're losing, it's the only time you can go up, is that the rule?
You bet your life in that one.
Hello, I want to make an apology. I made some terrible mistakes. Last year, in a certain final victory, I only scored one goal. Against Newcastle, I put a shot 3 inches wide of the post, and at Wembley I failed to complete an hat-trick. I realized this behavior was unacceptable, and I promise not to make such mistakes again. Thank you.
He's flamboyant, he's got panache, could he be worth 10 million cash? Cantona. Eric was born an entertainer, he was born and bred. Born to play the game, born Man U, born to be a Red.
The week before the game,
I spoke with him on the phone for different things, but never for the game of Sunday. It's not necessary. He wants to play because that's his life. The game, the field, the fans, the supporters, they compete, that's he wants.
In training, magnificent. His preparation as a footballer is first class. Absolutely no problem. And obviously, I think there'll be times where he always his temper in a game. There's plenty of players do that. But he also knows he's got to show maturity and responsibility. I think what I did was I made a decision which suited Manchester United in terms of his ability as a footballer. I'm absolutely certain I've done the right thing in giving it a go. Because if he goes back to his form of 3 years ago, or in his first year with us, no problem at all, then we're going to be a much, much better team. No question of that.
There's a certain reverence about the way Norman Davis lays out the home kit. The strip, the number 7. It never leaves his side.
It's never gone out of the skip, actually. I've never thought, well, Eric's been banned, and I've just left his shirt in the laundry. I've carried it all over with me.
Why?
I don't like the fella. He should be in it.
You all that full match commentary is coming your way from 4 o'clock.
Hear the fanfares. It's the second coming of Eric Cantona. An extraordinary event, overshadowing a fixture that always stands in its own right, but up to this point, secondary to this sighting.
An incredible start to an incredible afternoon, and sure enough he's got to be involved right at the heart of it. Liverpool contribute. They lost possession of the ball easily in midfield, but he finds space. Look at Cantona. McAteer's gone up and watch the way he looks up. It's not.
David Ellery was a long way off the play so quickly as Manchester United swept it forward, but having turned down Liverpool, he answered the call for United here. So Cantona, 70 minutes into his comeback. For the Frenchman, Liverpool will say with the help of the referee.
And so the comeback was fittingly completed, and for the first time in months, the press were writing positively about Eric Cantona, simply poles apart. There's no better big game player, and what strength of character he'd shown to perform in that manner under such a spotlight. The ghost of Eric's past had been laid to rest.
You know what I'm going to do here? I'm finished talking about Eric Cantona. I'm happy to talk about the game. I've done enough talking about Eric Cantona, right?
I don't know what it is. It's unbelievable, you people. I'm happy to talk about the game, no more, right?
That's gone through, and Cole, Warrington off his line. Cole squeezes the cross in, and that's a nervous moment for the young goalkeeper, but he's got away with it for the time being. Cantona. Good ball in, a great chance here. Oh, it's there! And Paul Scholes gets the early goal for Manchester United that York City were dreading. Scholes has angled another ball in here for Andy Cole to chase. And he might have to hold it up until one or two arrive in the middle. And they are arriving, and here's a second goal surely. And it is scored for Manchester United. And they are right back in this tie now, thanks to Terry Cook and his first goal for the club. That's good ball winning. So that's Jordan on his way. Nicely slipped out here for Barnes, who's got the confidence to take them on. And Paul Barnes still has a chance, and it's there! York City score! If Manchester United do get one, mind you now, we're in for a terrific last few minutes in this game. Cole. He mustn't give away a penalty, and here's a chance for Scholes, and he's got that goal. Scholes is second.
Great to see Eric back, isn't it? Brilliant. We know what he's been doing all this time when he's been out of football.
Someone said he's been trying to teach the gaffer to speak French.
Yeah? How did he get on?
Well, judging by his reaction after the York game, he's fluent.
The comeback was put on hold temporarily when Cantona was injured in a reserve game against Leeds United, a fixture that attracted a staggering 21,500 to Old Trafford. It meant room at the top once again for Paul Scholes, and Scholes isn't the type of player who misses out on opportunities like that.
Pallister being marked by Quinn. Oh, Scholes is in! It went off the City player, but Scholes will claim it. United in front, inside 5 minutes, and Paul Scholes, the man who played because Cantona is unfit, gets the vital header in. Swung in by Ryan Giggs. City's marking here has to be looked at. Paul Scholes is free, but there's a City player in front of the goalkeeper who deflects the ball into the net.
Neville looking for hoo-ha about Cantona and Hughes. It's Manchester United's leading goal scorer, 20-year-old Paul Scholes, who struck after just 3 minutes. Cantona had some kind of part in it, although I'm not sure he got a touch. Carring got a touch but couldn't keep it out. And Paul Scholes has now scored 7 times in his last 7 matches for the club. Been a very assured start by Manchester United. Cantona to Butt. Giggs. Key. Irwin. Did well. It's a sharp pass from Giggs. And Chelsea can't get the ball at the moment. Cantona. Scholes is onside. He's got Cole and Giggs in support. Paul Scholes. It's 2. What a fantastic start for Manchester United and for Paul Scholes. He scored twice inside the opening 10 minutes. Keane making the burst into the penalty area. Just held up by Newton. And there's Burley's first touch. Not the best, straight to Cantona. It's Scholes. Oh, hit the bar. Whisker away from a hat-trick. Explosive start to the second half from Paul Scholes. Just he gave us a dynamic start to the first. Butt got his foot in. This is Sinclair, and now Spencer. Furlong down. Mark Hughes, yes! Wouldn't you just know it? A Mark Hughes goal against Manchester United. And has it come in time for Chelsea though? Giggs. Surely that's the one which decides an excellent game.
They'll be untying the knots in Steve Clarke in the dressing room after the game. And what a finish. Just nuts with the outside of his left foot. Earlier than Kyle might have expected him to hit it. And hit with a bit of bend, enough just to guide it inside the post. Marvellous goal by Giggs. He really looks back to his best. Here goes Keane from Irwin's fine pass. 3 in support. 3 defenders back. Now Cantona. Another tremendous Manchester United goal.
And it was refreshing to see Paul Scholes take the plaudits ahead of more illustrious teammates with a display that served to illustrate his undoubted class.
This could be trouble for Nottingham Forest. Giggs, Scholes! Alec Ferguson will be thrilled with that.
To be fair, whenever you've got him, you've done well. You score goals, you've got an incredible scoring ratio, haven't you?
Yeah, well, it's not bad, yeah. I like to score goals, and I like to think that I've done well when I've come on.
Modesty personified, and he just never disappoints. A wonderful goal-scoring record, developed like so many others through the United system. In the reserves, his ability has been recognised for years.
He's probably the reserves equivalent of Eric Cantona, if that's not saying too much.
We're aware of his great ability, and he's tough mentally. He's a tough little cookie, actually. He's not surprised me one bit. He's a cocky little player, yeah. He's great belief in himself. That helps, I think, playing at our club. He's got a great football brain, 2 great feet, very, very good finisher, and actually a good header of the ball too for a small lad. So he's got all these things, and what he needs is what we thought they all needed was the big game experience, and which he's getting plenty of that now.
It must be nice to kind of have the fans' adulation, because I mean, whenever you sub, and I mean, even if you kind of get up and twitch off the bench, the fans start chanting your name, don't they?
Yeah, well, when I come on against Arsenal, I think it was, I got a big cheer, and I just felt like smiling. I just couldn't believe the response I got. It was pleasing, yeah.
It must be nice as well to come to the ground and see your name on the back of shirts these days as well, does it?
Well, I've never seen it.
Haven't you?
No.
Oh, there's plenty.
I've seen it once, I've seen one lad, that's it. That's it, my mate.
Do you go around looking for that?
No, not at all, no. But it's nice when I see one.
It must give you a buzz though,
It does, yeah. There's one lad there who's there every week, and he's always got the shirt on, and so I always sign autographs for him and stuff. He's got ginger hair as well.
Old Trafford acknowledges the return of an authentic hero. Brian Robson's first visit as a manager draws applause from all corners of the ground that he graced for 13 years. 3 FA Cups, 2 Championships, a European trophy, and 77 of his 90 England caps were won while he wore the red shirt here. And Cole and the goalkeeper, Pallister, and it's in! He scored against his old club, Gary Pallister. The 10 men have taken the lead 2 minutes before half-time. And Cantona has got his own ideas here, and one of them is a pass to Andy Cole. Can he square it to Butt? Does he need to? Cole! Yes! Andy Cole! Just a moment's pause while everybody waited to see what would happen as the ball spooned off the goalkeeper. But nobody has needed a goal more than Andy Cole. Only his second of the season. It locks up the points for Alex Ferguson, surely. He hadn't really been hitting the target, but the applause reverberates around Old Trafford. Platt looks for Bergkamp, and Owen didn't get the touch he wanted, and Bergkamp scores!
Dennis Owen asked the referee to check his watch. Smiles of finish. Old Trafford really buzzing. There's a great atmosphere here, but when United take the lead so early, it's got a special feeling. Here's Giggs again, surely not a second. Draws the goalkeeper, picks his spot. It's 2 goals inside the space of 4 minutes. playing in fourth gear from the very first minute, the very first seconds. Southampton are almost in reverse. Here we go again. Cantona's left it and Scholes has scored. Southampton stung once more by beautiful, beautiful football. Felt it difficult for Besson, who stays on his line, big mistake. And Cole has made it 4-0 to Manchester United. Nice surge from Southampton. There's a slip by the United fullback and by Pallister as well. Bennett keeps going. There's a chance for Shipley. Squirms the ball through, only just. And Southampton have some consolation.
There was nobody around, was there? There was people still complaining that they'd missed it.
Yeah, I mean, most of my family who come up from Wales, they'd missed it, so, and all my friends missed it, so yeah, I think there's a lot of people who did.
Have you ever scored a goal that quick in any game?
No, never.
Don't think you will again, will you?
No,
let's hope you do.
It's Beckham. Ooh, should have done better again. Pallister. Irwin, yes! Well, at one end or another, a goal was coming, and it's come for Dennis Irwin. It was a daisy cutter which came through a lot of bodies between Irwin and keeper and beat him low down to his right. Straight to Giggs from Hall. Into the path of McClair. Two. How did Ryan Giggs know he was there? Ryan McClair, within 2.5 minutes of the restart, has doubled Manchester United's lead. Great pass from Giggs. This was eyes in the back of the head stuff.
Good little ball into Scholes to Cantona. Cantona is usually the man with the nerve from the penalty spot. He scored on his comeback day against Liverpool, and he scored against Forest to make it 1-1. Smile for Alex Ferguson.
But it was a worrying time with injuries to key players, a long-term back problem for Gary Pallister, and an operation on an elbow for Peter Schmeichel, which meant the introduction of Kevin Pilkington at Old Trafford for the visit of Chelsea.
Plenty of noise and plenty of people. The rapidly evolving North Stand means that the crowd is well in excess of 42,000 this afternoon. Well, that's a bad back pass by Shaw. Spencer could be in here. Irwin can't get back. Good save. Wise. Chelsea have scored. They have this remarkable record at Old Trafford down the years. Cantona. Very well played out towards Neville. A strike of real quality to haul the championship pretenders back on level terms. Neville with the probing run down the right. The low cross, well, it was messed up, frankly, between Cole and Scholes. Beckham made sure it didn't matter. A youngster of immense promise, David Beckham, and that goal is one of the reasons why.
Scholes lets it run brilliantly for Beckham. Under Crossley. Another one for David Beckham.
Are you surprised how many games you've played yourself this season? Because he's really thrown you in, hasn't he?
Yeah, I'm really surprised. I didn't think I'd make half as many as I've made. But, you know, I've really enjoyed playing.
Where do you prefer to play? You've kind of been in a variety of positions, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been right wing, you know, I've been in the centre, but I do prefer to be in the centre. But, you know, if there's a right wing spot, I'll play the right wing.
Play anywhere?
Yeah, exactly.
It was the departure of Andrei Kanchelskis that opened the way for Beckham on the right, earlier perhaps than even he expected.
David Beckham was always going to be the last because he was the least physically developed of them all. But he's younger, He was a gangling little lad, you know, as a kid. He was always stringy legs, and he was always going to take time. He's now...
if it did, but yeah, it does change your life a bit, but, you know, yourself it won't.
At Manchester United, development on and off the pitch. All season the North Stand's been steadily rising, now a magnificent structure, expanding ground capacity to 55,000. The major construction work was actually finished in December, bang on schedule. Chairman Martin Edwards on hand to apply the finishing touches. Old Trafford a stadium with one eye on the 21st century. The view from the top is simply magnificent. Pity the December performances didn't quite match up.
Cantona, Scholes, trying to get Cole in, trying to get Cantona in. Yes! to Manchester United. It's Eric Cantona's first goal from open play since his return. And it was beautifully created. Scholes and Cole putting him clear, and he just lifted it over Pressman as he came sliding in. Sharp, snappy passing, and a very delicate, assured finish from Eric Cantona. Waddle. Hurst has touched it on. There's a chance here for Bright. Just wouldn't sit down for him, but he's stuck it away anyway. And Sheffield Wednesday have equalised. Nicol. Good use of the ball again by Steve Nicol. Ian Nolan. Space for De Greiser. Four waiting for the cross. Whittingham's there, and Sheffield Wednesday are in front. Neville with a long throw. Bruce is in there. It's come for Cantona. Yes! He's there when you need him most. Eric Cantona equalises for Manchester United. Clean as a whistle. Bruce made his presence felt, and Cantona made his volley count. Fowler who takes it, and he's wrong for Schmeichel. Robbie Fowler for Liverpool. When it looked as though Peter Schmeichel was going to keep them out until half-time. Thomas. Liverpool roared forward again. McManaman, Robbie Fowler. Yes! It is Fowler's day. Game over.
Andy Cole substituted on a night of disappointment all round. It seemed his game was taking time to adjust to the United pattern. The chances slipping frustratingly wide of rather than inside the post.
There's going to be pressure on you because you're playing for a club like Man United. I think all the players here are going to have pressure to win something every season. I mean, so there's always pressure on that. If you don't enjoy the Premier, you shouldn't be in it.
So you're actually enjoying when people are writing about you, good or bad?
Yeah, good or bad. And I mean, at the end of the day, if people are not writing anything about it, that means they don't want to know about it. So good or bad, I enjoy people writing about me.
Well, they've got Dean, they've got Weatherall, they've got Gary Speed who's got great spring, they've got a threat. They've got McAllister taking the court. Johnson gets to it, Weatherall is in there, and a hand was used, and it's a penalty. I had to give him the free kick, Martinus. It looks, it's certainly a hand went up. There's no doubt a hand went up. Well, they're going crazy in there. The hand went up, there's no doubt.
Here goes McAllister. 1-0 to Leeds United.
Jumping, and his arms down by his side. Speed.
And Andy Cole got it through Beanie. Parker's missed it. It's Yeboah. Still got something to do. Tony Yeboah. He's done it. Leeds are back in front. Yeboah. Brolin. Here's Palmer, tricks Owen. Brolin wants to be teed up here. He is teed up. It's 3-1. Brian Keane against Manchester United again.
A defeat, and to go with it, a crippling injury list. Leeds had scored the third while Eric Cantona had been off the pitch receiving treatment to a head wound. Steve Bruce tweaked a hamstring that would keep him out for 4 games. And in the shake-up, United were 10 points adrift of Newcastle, who couldn't put a foot wrong. Or so we thought.
It is very low on temperatures at Old Trafford, but it is very high on atmosphere. Very high on significance as well. The top two, head to head.
Well, I think they had to win. Simple as that. And that sometimes brings out the qualities in people that you admire. It's the qualities that have stood us in great stead the last 4 years.
Well, here's Rob Lee. But you can expect plenty of motoring from Manchester United tonight. In front of their own fans again. It's Giggs to Cole! Well, Newcastle know all about him, and they're on the receiving end. Alec Ferguson is drilled. Andy Cole is drilled.
What a magnificent strike. And I bet you had you not scored at Leeds, you wouldn't have scored tonight. Watch the ball from Giggs. Quite magnificent. The finish, even better. That is all about Andy Cole. That is the quality of this boy possesses. Gets it first time. That was a difficult thing. But look at the accuracy. Look at the power he got in from the side foot. It's a magnificent finish from Andy Cole.
Skill and sophistication of Cantona's game. Giggs and Butt get in each other's way. And it's Howie and it's Ferdinand and there's no flag. But he couldn't emulate Andy Cole at the other end. Beckham to Cole. And Giggs. Off the top of the bar.
What a glorious chance for Giggs. Did everything right, lifted it, got it up over the goalkeeper. But Cole's run here was superb, off the back of Darren Peacock. And the ball through to him, a great one. He just knocks it for Giggs. He thinks he's done it, so do the fans.
Beckham bends it in. Retrieved by Cole. Phil Neville. Keane wants it again, and Keane has got it. Roy Keane for Manchester United, that's absolutely wonderful.
Well, what a finish, what a ball from Beckham. The way he looked up, Ryan Giggs almost had a go at him for not giving him a short pass. But Beckham looked up, spotted Keane's run round the back. And what composure. Look at the way, watch Giggs come into the picture, look, he wants it. Give me it, he's saying, give me the ball. You can't have it, he says. I've spotted something. When you want composure, well, Roy Keane had all of that and more. What a finish.
A team performance of psychological significance, and for Gary Neville, a game for the scrapbook.
But Ferdinand was watching and waiting, and Neville stepped in with real authority.
We never give Newcastle a kick for 90 minutes, and we just overpowered them. I think we just seemed to run all over them all night, and it was a brilliant performance.
It was injuries to regulars Bruce and Pallister that allowed Neville the chance to really show his credentials.
I don't feel as though I'm established either in the Manchester United team or the England team yet. I think you have to play probably a number of seasons to get established. You know, like Steve Bruce, Gary Pallister, players like that have done, and you know, it's been brilliant just for us to be involved. It's it's what we've always wanted to do, all the young lads. And you know, we're playing for the club that we always wanted to play for.
I think he's a good reader of the game. He's decisive. He's good tackling ability. He's got the determination to do well. He's quick. He's got a lot of. He can use the ball. He's got a lot of great assets. It's a pity
he's not an inch and a half taller or an inch taller, I think it would be the best centre-back in England. I really do.
I suppose you don't get frustrated if you do get a spell out of the team, do you? I mean, most clubs you want to be in the first team. Do you accept it here when you get a spell in the reserves?
Yeah, you accept it. You know, you try and do your best, but you know, you've got to understand that it's a team game, and over the season, you know, it's the squad that wins the league, not just the 11 players.
Never a truer word. Yet another centre-half, David May, found his way into the United version of Emergency Ward 10, injured against Newcastle. Alex Ferguson must have felt the gods weren't smiling on his side. So enter another less high-profile Frenchman, William Prunier, who was to make an immediate, if short-lived, impact.
Giggs to take the corner. Towards Beckham. Prunier. Cole. And it's in. Well, Prunier will want to claim the goal. But Andy Cole, goal poacher that he is, was standing literally an inch from the line. Giggs' corner was a real teaser. That was Beckham at the near post. Prunier, wonderful save. And it needed the touch from Andy Cole. It's definitely his goal. Cantona. Grazier's gone down. This is Irwin. Holloway with him. Still it's Irwin. He shouldn't have been allowed to get that far. Giggs! It's in! It's a second goal. And it's a soft goal conceded by Queen's Park Rangers. Oh, Schmeichel's clearance has gone straight to De Gea, and De Gea has scored. The Manchester United players are asking the referee to disallow that, but he's having none of it.
A Manchester United defence with a distinctly unfamiliar feel. Pallister, Bruce, May and Irwin all injured. Peter Schmeichel actually injured himself in the warm-up. It was a nightmare first.
Sheringham, it's a wonderful chance, and he's taken it with typical aplomb, and Tottenham have taken the lead.
They say he's playing the best football of his career, and I don't think too many who watch Tottenham regularly would doubt that. But here's Phil Neville round the back, and Andy Cole has equalised straight away. Another Cole goal. He scores for the fourth match in a row, and just what Alex Ferguson would have ordered. Play from him. Sheringham. Campbell! Tottenham are back in front. Steered in by Sol Campbell.
With Peter Schmeichel unable to continue, Kevin Pilkington came out for the second half. He'd only been named in the squad because Paul Scholes had taken ill before the game.
Kasky. Rosenthal. It's 3-1, Chris Armstrong. Sheringham will come back his way again. That's Armstrong. He's got another one.
To win the league, I think we've got something like 18 games left. We've got to go and make sure that we go and win something like 6 on the trot, and then we can maybe lose one and then go and win another 6. I think we got to string something like 12, 13 wins together. Obviously, if you can put them over 2-3 months all together, then we're going to be in with a great shout. It's important to stay there because the league for me is still wide open. There's still, for me, 3 teams that can win it.
Early January and the FA Cup third round. Tricky, the word to describe United's home tie with Sunderland, who were setting the First Division alight.
Giggs, nicely found by Cole. Here's Keane. But Giggs. Beckham. Irwin linking up as well. Now Cantona. But Cole, the movement is good. Nicky Butt! 1-0 to Manchester United. Patient play from the home side. Maybe in the end lulling Sunderland into a sense of false security. Michael Gray getting the better of Sharp. He'll pass it now, and he has done for Agnew. The shot is on, and it's in. Pilkington flung himself to his left, but couldn't reach it. Sunderland are level. Sharp. More brave defending from Ord. Agnew, no offside. Craig Russell, the ball wouldn't quite come down quickly enough for him. Russell shot. Russell's goal. It's turned round here with a vengeance. Be careful. There's enthusiasm taken by Sharp, and Eric Cantona has equalised. Just over 10 minutes to go. 2-2. Sharp's free kick, and Cantona got free. Chamberlain got to it but couldn't keep it out.
Townsend's lost that repel. Wasn't the best of passes to him. Giggs. And now Butt. And now Cole. Best chance of the match so far. Here is Cole. 3 up with him. Paul Scholes. Cantona. Cole! Deflected wide. If he had a score today, it would have probably hidden a rather mediocre performance, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that just sums up the day, really, doesn't it?
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Penalty taken by Phil Gray on the chest. Smith. Michael Gray. And Sunderland have taken the lead. Phil Gray got to the loose ball. Gary Neville. Philip Neville can turn. It's turning out to be a siege on the Sunderland goal. Scholes! Well, the goal was coming, and Paul Scholes has stepped from the bench to provide it. 1-1 at Roker Park.
Well, it's been on the cards from the 46th minute of this match. Scholes gets himself in a great position. Lots of speed. Watch the way he just jinks inside, and it's a lovely shot.
More pressure on Sunderland. Cantona. Retrieved again by Irwin. That was Sharp, who'd taken the corner. Andy Cole!
Right on cue.
Manchester United believe that they're in the 4th round. And worst of all for Sunderland is that it's the player who spent so many profitable months at Newcastle United, their deadly rivals, who scored here for Manchester United. And it's Sunderland 1, Manchester United 2. Andy Cole.
This is a magnificent header. And the end of a great cross from Sharp. Sharp's got great quality. Cole's right on the borderline of being offside, but he isn't. And this isn't an easy chance. He's got to direct it. He's got to power it. He does all that in the last minute of the match. It's an unsavable header. It's a wonderful goal. It's a match winner for Manchester United.
I'm happy with that one because I don't get many headers, you know. I missed one on Saturday. I was disappointed with that, you know, but delighted with that one.
Well, you say you're not getting many, but they are starting to come. I mean, you've scored a few, haven't you, in the last few weeks?
Yeah, you know, I've persevered all season, you know what I mean? He hasn't been, like I said before, hasn't been a great season for Andy Cole, you know, but I'm going to keep persevering, you know, and, like, if I keep getting a service like I'm getting, I can't complain because I know they're going to go.
It was the win that fired the whole season, as if the side suddenly flicked to top gear. At the turn of the year, time to turn up the heat.
Dowie harrying Manchester United into the back pass. Schmeichel's kicking was none too convincing in the FA Cup tie against Sunderland last Tuesday. Fortuitously got that one away. This is Giggs. Andy Cole. Back to Giggs. They pulled away from him. It's in there. Low shot goes for it. And Cantona has turned it in. Cantona scores after 8 minutes.
Well, this really is a truly outstanding goal. Great play from Giggs. Lovely little return there from Cole. But just look at the angle here that Cantona's got. How many players could possibly have got that in from that sort of angle? He's not entitled to score from there.
Now Cottee. Breaking for Bishop. Oh, it was an open goal or so it seemed. And Owen scrambles it away. The goal was yawning for Ian Bishop, and he couldn't deliver the equaliser.
He knew he had to protect that goal. He got back and got it off the line.
Neville, Cole, Giggs, sharp to his left. Good interception by Gilts, but Giggs got a foot in. Sharp, real chance, Lee Sharp. Oh, and Giggs surely, goal! It's Ryan Giggs. Helped to make it, and certainly scored it. Lee Sharp involved as well. And 37 minutes into the match, the Premiership side are in the lead. Giggs took on two of them there. Lee Sharp tricked Williams, just tucked it back inside off Nicky Hammond, and Giggs thumped it past the two men in the 6-yard box. The reason for the substitution was that Phil Neville wasn't feeling very well, and in fact is being examined by a doctor, hence the appearance of Parker. Here he is now, in fact, the substitute. He's got plenty of support in the penalty area here. Oh, he's gone to the near post, and he's scored! What an extraordinary contribution from Paul Parker. He fooled Nicky Hammond completely, and most of his teammates, I suspect. He can't believe it, look. Well, I remember his first goal for Manchester United against Tottenham. He strikes that right inside Nicky Hammond's near post, and Manchester United are 2-0 up. Irwin, but just forward very well from those positions, Nicky. But just look at that. It's a really great run by Butt, and he's pulled it back surely here, and Cantona settles the match in the last minute. 3-0, but what a run by Nicky Butt.
I know you're going to be modest and say no, but did you accept you've now filled Paul Ince's boots?
I don't think I could fill Paul Ince's boots because it's different type of players, but so hopefully I've proved that I'm a good player, and I'll just keep on doing that.
There's a lot of pressure on you though, isn't it? Paul Ince goes and you get his position.
Yeah, but it's not so much I've got to take Paul Ince's position. I'm my own man and play my own game, but everyone's going to say that no matter who comes in, but it's not so much pressure because everyone just told us to play your own game, so it's not too bad.
This is Bruce. He's going to show them the way, is he? This is Giggs. Well, Steve Bruce having quite a sortie out here on the right, but it goes the other way to Cantona. Giggs in the centre. Still Cantona. Cole. Bruce. Oh, he's missed it. Oh, dear me. Well, he'll have a laugh about that eventually, but not at the moment.
Once again, the focus of media attention, once again up to the occasion. They were waiting for a slip, But Cantona never faltered.
Posse of 4 to come from around the penalty spot. That is Owen. Cole. Giggs or Beckham? Beckham. Oh! And it's in, I think, finally by Perry. Keane will claim it. Fine free kick. Over the top of the wall. Came back off angle of post and crossbar. Perry went for it. I think it's his head. It is his head. It was an own goal by Perry. Hardley. Interesting cross. Gale! Oh, they all stood and watched. And suddenly Gale realised he could reach it. Keane. Beckham in behind Kimball. And Cantona. Beckham. Cantona. Class from a mature Frenchman and a young Englishman. Lovely ball in, and Cantona guiding it home. Pass and return between the two. And Cantona can enjoy the moment. Oh, it's a bit short. Well stretched. Well scored. Jason Newell. Cantona. Oh, sublime. Beckham's made the run. Ball wasn't released early. Here's Cole. Cantona's far side to the left. This is he. Cole. Giggs. Handball. It's a penalty. Does he look embarrassed, Cunningham? You'd put money on it, wouldn't you? Yes, you would.
Whistle goes, free kick. Cole, Cantona tries to play it back in. He's got the beating of Hendry. Here's Cole. It's in the post. Sharp. Yes. Cole nearly did, but not quite. Sharp completed it. Once he got inside Hendry, he always had the beating of the centre half. The woodwork denied him. And that's a very clean return from Lee Sharp for his 4th goal of the season.
An FA Cup 5th round derby day, City at Old Trafford, and after Sunderland, Alex Ferguson just glad to be still involved.
My philosophy is, and attitude to FA Cup draws is good, we're in the Cup. We could be in the next round.
Never any further than that.
Yeah, that's what I always feel about it. No matter where the draw is, way to Mars, no matter. We're in the Cup, let's have a go, we've got a chance.
This is King Clancy, and Uwe Rosler is onside. A chance for City, and he scored! City have taken the lead. It's the German Uwe Rosler. Oh, it's a goal! Brilliant save. Roy Keane had the header from distance. It went through a crowd of players, and Immel clawed it round the post. Brilliant. It's a corner again for the moment. Keane headed that near the edge of the penalty area. And here he comes. pushing. Is it a penalty, is it? The referee spotted something there, and it looks like a penalty. There seemed to be a bit of a push. Alan Wilkie has accused one of the City players of pulling somebody onto him there, and a penalty out of nothing, it would seem, to Manchester United. Let's stay with the drama with Cantona. It's in! Manchester United equalise. 39 minutes. Cole again. Oh, and there's a bit of a gap opening up here. Keith Curle has to be quick. Oh, and Sharp's in there. Well, City there were caught out. Well undermanned, in fact. Alan Ball's turn to look concerned.
Well, he knows that United are building up this head of steam now, and they're really getting pushed back. I just feel they need someone up the field now if Immel caught this ball, just to relieve this pressure.
Palace was there with the flick on. Oh, and headed back in. Ryan Giggs, I think it was. Giggs, I think, similar. Oh, and the pullback might find Sharp. Lee Sharp gives Manchester United the lead for the first time in the game. There was a good overlap, I think it was by Neville, and as the ball came across the box, pulled back, Sharp hit it first time. Immel, I think, got hands there or something there, couldn't keep it out.
He looks like he's been there for years. Philip Neville's playing the left-back spot for himself, and when strikers demand, he usually supplies.
For you personally, it's just been incredible, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's all come too quick this season, really. I was in the youth team last season. I didn't expect to play that many games this season. I set a target of about 5 games at the start of the season, and I think I've played 30 up to now, so it's been an unbelievable season.
If they win, could possibly close the gap at the top of the table down to 6 points. He said in his programme notes tonight that the Premiership is still very much their priority. The FA Cup a diversion. Cantona to Keane, and Roy Keane scores for Manchester United. A goal so simple in its build-up. Cantona having the vision and the weight of pass to find Keane, who slots it past Neville Southall. Hinchcliffe's cross away by Bruce, not a good header. Everton still have possession. Sharp, nowhere to go. Giggs in a very dangerous area. Cantona to Cole. Now he has the pace. Has he got the cool head? Everton come back. Here's Giggs, he can finish it off! And he does! Everton caught going for the equaliser. Left themselves a little short at the back. The foresight of Cantona, the speed of Cole, and the finishing of Ryan Giggs.
Well, Bolton have waited 16 years since they last saw United here for a league game. A capacity crowd of 21,000. Tickets at a premium. They could have sold out twice over. Room here for Scott Green. Yes, Bolton's problems have been really defensively. They've tended to self-destruct, and they've got a defence not satisfied with the 4. But this is McClare. Scholes! Oh, he looked for the flag, and it didn't go up. And it's 5-0. He takes on some good positions, I tell you. Amazing. Scholes. They're trying to cushion it. Cole. But
It must mean a lot to you playing in that position, because I suppose you, as a local, you've seen Brian Robson playing that role, Linton. I suppose you're even young enough to kind of see Roy Keane as a fan in his first few games as well.
Yeah. They're all great players in their own right, and there's been some good midfielders at United, and hopefully I'll couldn't go on to be as good as them.
Now, tell us a bit about them. What have you brought from kind of Robson and Linton and Keane? What have you learned from watching them and playing them?
I suppose the attitude to the game, not only in the matches but in training. They've got a great attitude, all good professionals, and they're all just real competitors and good footballers as well, not just like out-and-out midfield players. They can play other positions and they're good on the ball.
Let's face it, he could be describing himself. At youth level, Nicky Butt was the governor, self-styled, dynamic in midfield. His ability this season alongside Roy Keane, the one reason why Alex Ferguson allowed Paul Ince to leave.
I think that you have to recognise what's coming into the ranks, what's round the corner, more or less. And the great thing about football, you know, it's a marvellous game in this respect. It's not a nice one for an experienced player. I'm not talking about Paul Ince in particular, I'm talking about football in general, but you have a really established players, and they've been great players, but a young boy turns a corner. You know, that's football. And this club is famous for that, you know, bringing young players through.
Who was your hero? Which one of those was your hero?
Robson. Probably Robson, yeah.
Do you still think of him when you're playing out there? Do you get a...
Not so much think of him, but if I could end up as good as him, that'd be great.
I felt that we had to impose ourselves. This was Manchester United. We've come here, the most important game for years, possibly. In the Lions' Den, the support is magnificent. The crowd, it was an incredible atmosphere. It was a pleasure to be in that atmosphere. The Newcastle fans were absolutely out of this world. Fabulous they were. But we had to impose ourselves. And I felt with the second half we did. Once we did that, I felt the game turned right round.
Here's Ferdinand. Beardsley. Lifts it over the top. Keane. Trying to work it through to Giggs. Forced to Phil Neville. And the shot from Giggs. Blocked by Philippe Albert. He raced to get there ahead of Batty. Found Phil Neville well. They've been under the cosh for so much of this match, but 6 minutes into the second half, Manchester United break and score crucially.
It beats Senechek. His real first significant touch of the match, and what an important one it is.
Ginola was ahead, but Cantona, with a moment of inspiration, comes forward to provide a crucial goal. How crucial could that be in the destiny of the 1996 Premiership title? The final whistle has gone, and Alex Ferguson's team have claimed the 3 points. Eric Cantona's goal may well prove crucial when the history of the 1995-96 season is written. Peter Schmeichel also gave Manchester United, a massive helping hand.
And suddenly the press had no doubts about the destination of the championship, with Cantona the key figure once again. His orchestration building steadily to a great crescendo.
Cantona, Cole, Giggs had set off, and Cole's got it through for Ryan Giggs. Cantona trying to get free in the centre, and here he is, with the inevitable outcome. Another vital goal early in a second half on a Monday night for Eric Cantona.
Well, how often is this man going to do this? But what a ball from Cole. Two great passes in this move. Cole's and then this one. He absolutely fizzes it across the danger area.
With Cole, Cantona is free. Oh, that's brilliant. And it's going to lead to a goal knocked in by Sharp and right on the line. It flatters Manchester United. The craft of Cantona to be admired, of course. But Southampton finally sunk in stoppage time.
Gallen. Sinclair. That's Beckham. Here's Impey. Bruce in well. Holloway. Dicchio. Yes! It's a Manchester United throw, and we're deep in stoppage time, and Robbie Hart looks long at his watch. Sharp. Bruce. Still gets it, Bruce. Strong enough to keep it. Here's Giggs. To the back post. Cantona! Unbelievable! Cantona has claimed the ball. It's 1-1. We're into a third minute of added on time, and Manchester United have got out of jail. And it's Cantona who delivers yet again.
Yet again. Yet another vital goal, and a point that took the Reds top for the first time in the season.
Never. Spot something. He's passed it in quite a match there. Goal that the fans here are never going to forget. Eat your heart out, Tony Yeboah. Cantona's control was brilliant. He spotted that Seaman was backpedaling. When he put in the shot, the goalkeeper would be perfectly positioned. He would never have stopped. Cantona is class.
Good pressing by Maverick. Unjanor. Cantona. Eric Cantona at a critical time again.
With the Twin Towers beckoning, United's Twin Towers were on the sidelines for the semi-final. It was David Beckham in for Steve Bruce in a reshuffled side. Another youngster, another winner.
Here's Burley. Clark is free on this side. Here's Dewberry moving forward. What a curler! He's hit the bar! Such a cool effort from the 20-year-old. Cole with Lee. Cantona! Oh, he's hit the post! Brilliant effort. Interesting to see how near Hitchcock got to it, actually. But that was very nearly the reply that would have
been an absolute perfect riposte to what Gullit had done for Chelsea. Just look at that shot from Cantona. Manchester United are level. Cantona and Cole. And Chelsea were unable.
Yeah, I think the problem is that Phelan isn't.
Burley holds his head in dismay because that mistake, which the goalkeeper had no chance of retrieving, has given Manchester United the lead for the first time. Cantona and Ruud Gullit were very much at the centre of a thrilling semi-final. The Dutchman finishes up on the losing side, some sad Chelsea faces, but some delighted Manchester United ones. The double is still on for the second time in 3 years.
Possibly history in the making. Delighted faces, and even under intense pressure, the youngsters have done their manager proud once again. 12 months ago, Phil Neville was lifting the Youth Cup. Now a Wembley medal was within his grasp.
Has there been a point this season, though, where you think, OK, I'm maybe close to being established? You know, I'm in the England squad, I'm a Manchester United player.
Still thought I wouldn't play on the Sunday, you know, so it's like that. There's a big squad of players here, and they're all international players, so you can't take anything for granted.
Marvellous balance and pace. And he too is now getting determination. You need to be a top player. He was quieter than Gary. He's always been quieter, but he's now emerging with that character and determination. You need to be a top player. He's getting a bit like his brother now, you know. And he's coming on great. We're very pleased. Just a few occasions we just brought him out for his own good, just giving him that bit of rest.
I think the semi-final at Villa Park was special because I missed out on the Wembley trip last year because I had a youth team game, so I was desperate to get to Wembley this year and to get a Wembley Cup final and to get involved with the song and everything, and to win at Villa Park was a special game, yeah.
The suit means everything, does it?
Yeah, the suit means everything, and the song.
Oh, Wembley's just a bonus.
It's just another game, yeah.
not.
Nicky Butt. And United forcing the pace from the start. Here's Keane, Irwin. Oh, penalty. Somerby on Irwin. Only 6 minutes gone, and Manchester United have a penalty. It was an injudicious challenge here by Somerby in a defensive position. He was late, he clearly caught Irwin's legs, and the referee had no choice. This is a definite penalty, and Eric Cantona, with a record of 7 goals in 6 games against City, is the man to take it. And he scores, as he did at Old Trafford in the Cup, against their neighbours and rivals. And this is Fromsek. They've got Quinn waiting for a cross again here. There he is! Oh, that must be, and it is! It's Kavalashvili! Oh, now there's been a little collision off the ball involving Beckham. This is Butt. It's Cole, it's Cantona. It's Cole for United! It's 2-1! Within a minute, they're back in front. And Quinn sets City away with Clough. Not a bad ball at all, that. Uwe Rösler. Kinclads is pulling up inside him. Still Rösler! Oh, yes!
They've pulled everybody back, Coventry. They're just challenging Manchester United to come at them and break them down. Giggs. Hit the heels of Williams. Cantona! Yes! You felt it had to come eventually.
This time he gets it. The big Dutchman has put Southampton in front. You do have the feeling that Southampton need the second goal. This is Magilton to Nielsen, and they might get it with Shipperley! This is Venison. He's got 3 players to the right for Southampton. Here's Magilton. Shipperley's pulled onto that side. Here. Letitia in the centre. Heaney is also. It's Shipperley. Schmeichel's missed that. Letitia, surely! This is amazing. It's 3-0. This is Keane. On the run is Neville here, trying to get in behind Heaney. Cole's there, and so is Giggs. It's a goal. They've got one back.
They got another back against Leeds 4 days later. Gary Pallister out for 3 months, now available for the decisive 3 weeks. The game's most decisive moment, the sending off of keeper Mark Beanie for handling outside the area. With no specialist on the bench, Lucas Radibi pulled on the shirt, put on the gloves, as United swarmed all over him.
Irwin. Beckham to his right. Cantona, who on recent record will be the most likely to break the deadlock. It's a good challenge by Speed. This is Keane. Priceless goal! Just listen to the reaction. Found the room there. Beasley came to make the challenge. It was too late, and he tucked it quite beautifully into the corner. Long, long time in coming.
You think for some of them it's more important to get a result against Manchester United to stop winning the league than anything else, which to me is they're cheating their manager. That's all it is. And of course when they come to Newcastle, you wait to see the difference, you know.
The psychology of success, Fergie talking up the title stakes, and the fans and his players responded. He's never been afraid of tough decisions, and for the first time Andy Cole was left on the bench. It proved to be the right decision, with Paul Scholes helping United go nap against Forest.
Crowd not happy. Every time it breaks down, putting extra pressure on the home players. Giggs. This could be trouble for Nottingham Forest. Giggs. Scholes! Alex Ferguson will be thrilled with that. Not just the goal, but the identity of the scorer.
Well, that's what Paul Scholes was put in this team to do.
Another one for David Beckham. Challenging Pearson, there's a break on now with Cantona. Two to the left, one to the right. This is Giggs. This is Scholes! Well, it's in the net. And Giggs, I think, was responsible for it. He's claiming it. Lee. Sharp. There's still more to come for United. In time added on. Cantona. Still Cantona! 5-0. The perfect way to finish. A perfect afternoon for Manchester United.
Well, again, he enjoyed a little bit of good fortune. But who's to say he didn't deserve it? And the finish, well, that was emphatic.
It was simply stunning stuff, and crucially 5 to help boost the all-important goal difference. Newcastle meanwhile could only draw away at Forest, so the Reds needed just a point as the red mist was settling in.
When you do that with footballers, like he said about Leeds, and when you do things like that about a man like Stuart Pearce, I've kept really quiet, but I'll tell you something, he went down in...
Well, it's a straightforward delivery. Back post, it's asking for one of the bigger players to go in. May and Pallister would be the targets. He gets up early, that's the secret here. He's up well before the defender. And that's an excellent header. Right down at the feet of Gary Walsh. He can't get there. Branco on the line, can't keep it out. What a start from Manchester United.
And what a time for David May's first goal of the season. So Cole certainly has a chance to put the record straight. And of course there's a certain matter of the cup final. You better believe it. Giggs rips it in. Oh, it's Cole has scored! What a comeback! This time, his very first chance within seconds of being brought on as a substitute. And how the luck has turned for Andy Cole.
Well, is it not an ounce of time to think about this? And I think this makes a difference when you're Andy Cole. That's instinctive. He knows exactly where the goal is. He hasn't got to think about this chance. It drops down to him. He thinks, what, round on target. What a comeback. What a decision from Alex Ferguson. Can you believe every decision that man makes recently, how they turn to goal? But way to crown the new champions. Magnificent strike from Giggs. Just when you were talking, Martin, about what he's achieved in the game, and up he pops with a goal of real quality. They back off, and Giggs gets as sweet a left foot as you'd like to see. Walsh has got no chance. That's a cross coming in the net. Lovely stuff.
And even with more action to go, absolutely undeniable. But that is correct.
It's written in the sky, it's written in the heavens. It must be true.
Sit back and enjoy it, Mr. Ferguson. You've earned it. final whistle. It's Manchester United's championship. A win here and an emphatic one that has nailed Newcastle into second place. Amidst the glory, the major story of a Frenchman who's learnt to master himself without losing his mastery of a football. 12 points behind in January, but on top when it matters in May. The Premier champions for the third time in the 4 seasons of Premiership football. Well, who'd have thought it? With all the criticism of allowing Ince, Hughes and Kanchelskis to leave, with that poor start at Villa Park, who'd have thought it around Christmas time? Defeats, very clear-cut ones as well, at Liverpool, at Leeds and at Tottenham in quick succession. In January, 12 points back, but now they've finished 4 points in front. And Eric Cantona's comeback is complete.
Alex, many congratulations. How does this win compare with the other titles?
Well, it's always great to win the league title. It's the hardest league in the world. It took a long time to win it, but now we've done fantastic in the last 5 years. The players have been absolutely marvellous.
And so to the journey's end. Wembley and Liverpool, and the historic double-double just 90 minutes away. Yet another final, yet another tough decision. It was Eric Cantona chosen to captain the side and introduce his colleagues to royalty. For Alex Ferguson, meanwhile, a chance for immortality.
Here's Giggs, Cole loping into the centre again. It's Beckham to have the shot! And it would have been bulging the net but for David James.
Well, truly fantastic action. Great piece of play by Giggs. Good support from Beckham. Great shot. Equally good save from James.
McManaman. Still Steve McManaman. Right. Tees up. Redknapp. Well, the expression there reflects the disappointment. You can sense an extra buzz already at the start of the second half, with the teams attacking the goals behind which their respective sets of supporters amassed. Beckham. Cantona just pulling away, trying to get in behind McAteer. Cantona! Great stop by James. In goes Cole. Corner.
Great volley from Cantona. He took up a back post position. Good challenge from McAteer when the ball broke loose. Wasted no time, Cantona on the volley. Great save.
Extra time looming large. But Manchester United have a corner. Gary Pallister calling for it. James can only fist it. It comes for Cantona! I don't believe it! You just couldn't write this script. What a fairy story for Eric Cantona. Manchester United in front. 4 minutes to go. And Cantona has claimed the crucial goal.
Well, he takes it in superb style from outside the box, but it has to go down as a goalkeeping error. All afternoon, James has handled brilliantly. This occasion, he comes for it. Elects to punch. He's on the floor. Cantona, absolutely brilliant. Enough defenders there, though, to clear it.
But history has been made by Manchester United. The FA Cup and the League Championship side by side. For a second time, no club has done the double-double before. And Eric Cantona is the king recrowned.
Is this the best moment of your Manchester United career?
It was important. After I've done the double 2 years ago, again this season, it's a great moment. Now we can go on holiday and have a nice holiday.
And what a contrast for you from 12 months ago.
Yeah, that's life, up and down. But
Eric Cantona has won his battle with his volatile nature. But when he came back against Liverpool in October, no one could have predicted this. The footballer of the year, the catalyst behind the championship success, and now the FA Cup. It goes to Eric Cantona and to Manchester United.